Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Boxer Boxing. Now, man, Terance Crawford, man, number one pound for pound king, gives ERROL Spence some mercy, man. He shows the guy some mercy. And he does this by saying, after ERROL Spence had the most, tragic event happen in his career, which is him flying out of a car in Texas, and him, surviving without actually being hurt. Terance Crawford wants ERROL Spence at his best, and he doesn't want to fight him right away, because if he did, he would get no respect, and he wouldn't get any credit if he happened to beat ERROL Spence Jr. Now, looking back, man, I think that Terance Crawford is right. If he beat ERROL Spence right now after a car accident, it really proved too much, because he got in a tragic car accident, which is such a big deal, right? That being said, man, Terance Crawford is going to most likely fight in an elite level opposition itself, and ERROL Spence is most likely going to fight Danny Garcia or like a Manny Pacquiao, which isn't a tune-up fight in itself, but at the same time, it will show that ERROL Spence is still 100%. So, that being said, man, Terance Crawford will prove that ERROL Spence is the best ERROL Spence he is, and he's still who he is, prior to the accident. So I agree with Terance Crawford in that regard, that if he waits at least one fight, to show that ERROL Spence still got it and the car accident didn't affect him, that this fight would definitely be a bigger fight. In boxing, people talk about how they don't want to fight the guy who lost to the better fighter. They want to fight the cream of the crop. They want to fight the cream of the crop. And it's getting a point in Terance Crawford's career where these welterweights are so dangerous. There's a high risk, low reward trade-off between fighting these elite level fighters and taking an L. I think one of the reasons why Terance Crawford doesn't want to fight people like Shawn Porter or Keith Thurman, fights he can possibly win, is because Keith Thurman is calling off one of the worst performances of his career with Manny Pacquiao. He didn't look good in that fight. He got dropped. And, if you're a boxing hardcore fan, Keith Thurman will start to do better later in the fight. But if you're a casual fan, you thought Pacquiao washed him, So that being said, at this point in Keith Thurman's career, he hasn't had any turnaround wins. So, fighting him was almost like fighting damaged goods at this point of his career. And Shawn Porter, he's taken many L's in his career, which would put him at a high-risk, low-reward type fighter. So that being said, man, ERROL Spence only wants to fight the best of the best because there's a good trade-off there, right? I think the only really good trade-off fights right now for Terance Crawford is like a Manny Pacquiao or ERROL Spence. And I guarantee he will get that ERROL Spence fight before he ever gets a Manny Pacquiao fight. It's just facts, right? Manny Pacquiao is a super commodity right now, and they can always run that Mayweather-Pacquiao fight over again, and that fight will sell bananas. That's the old pony that never goes out of style. They only fight one time, and usually like the all-time great fights, they happen more than once for the most part. Think like Ali, Frazier, things like that. Hitman Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Legendary fights like that happen more than once. And the way Pacquiao looked against Keith Thurman, man, Keith Thurman is a young, hungry lion, and Pacquiao still had it. So a lot of people will talk about Pacquiao being past his prime, man. I don't know, man. He looked phenomenal in that Keith Thurman fight. That's the sharpest I've ever seen Pacquiao look. So that being said, man, ERROL Spence and Terance Crawford, they want each other at their best, man, which makes sense. And there will be no excuses. They're going to be fighting top opposition to show that they still got it, man. Everyone's on lockdown, and everyone's is ready, man. Everyone's ready right now. So let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Terance Crawford shows some mercy. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.